What's up, guys? We're back with more Ruins of Valve Premier League action. This is my next game against Separation. I'm going to switch sides here. But yeah, I'm just using a pretty solid team. It's got kind of standard build. It's light forward mixed guard jump, which is always cool. But yeah, besides that, just Scarflando T with especially defensive Rotom. We got a Sandforce Driller, a physically defensive Moongus for Bloom. And trying to turn, he's using this weatherless team, which kind of looks like the teams I brought in SPL, but there's Rear Nicholas over where Excadrill or Magnezone would go, which makes it really vulnerable to a few things in my eyes, but has a lot of positive matchup trade offs in other matchups. So I kind of get it. I don't think it's the worst decision. I think it's a pretty cool team, all things considered. So we both. I lead. So okay, here's the thing. He has Breloom here. So against Rotom teams, you have to lead Breloom. Otherwise, you risk like getting Wisp turn one. And the whole point of it is to lead that so you don't have to lose from the Wisp turn one because you can protect and get a Toxic. But he leads with his own Rotom. As Ellie chomps, I'm like, okay, I guess I got to get out of there. I don't know if he just like saw through that or if he just didn't even think about the Wisp sequence, but whatever. He gets a leg up and makes the Wisp. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. He goes Rhea Nicholas here, and this is a play that bothers me even more. And yeah, I know I'm nitpicking, but like, imagine if I Volt Switch to Tar there and how big of a lead I have if I could just trap this. Like, fuck. And to make matters worse, like, it just isn't worth risking when your Rotom Wash really is only needed for extra drill here, and you have a bulky Lando T. But maybe he made it Scarf Lando T. If he made it Scarf Lando T, because my variant of this was Leftovers Lando T, then I guess it's fine because that's not really a extra check. But at this point, I'm behind. I feel like he's kind of like cheesing around, just like take really big risks to gain little gains. But now he goes Bloom here, which is a really smart play because I'm not going to Wisp again to Rio Nicholas on a Volt Switch. Yeah, now I'm like, okay, it's fine. I get my guard jump in. I've only lost very little momentum here, so I could rock here, I believe. Yep, as he goes back to Rio Nicholas, I'm like, okay, I'll just go Tar this time. That's fine. And he goes Hidden Power, which I feel like Psychic plus Focus Plus would be better on this team, but I digress. I just Psychic here as he goes Recover. I'm like, okay, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine with me. And now I get another pursuit here into 51. So yeah, that's chill. He goes Landorus T, and it turns out that he's leftovers, so I really don't understand why he made the play he did before. Just it kind of doesn't add up to me because this is like a perfectly good extra check, so you don't lose much in risking this, but risking this now he's at 50%, and he would have been potentially lower before. So yeah, he U-turns, and I was pretty sure he'd go rock, so I stayed in, and I steamed. In hindsight, this just wasn't worth it by me. I should have just went to a Moongus or my own Landorus T. Um, my own Landorus T would have been great, but I was scared he might hit Power Ice or rock. I was like so sure he'd rock though because it was leftovers and just I it didn't seem likely I'd stay in because he's got two psychic types. But letting myself take that U-turn and getting nothing in return was a huge mistake against two psychic types. That was just a bad misplay on my part. So it's 100% my fault. Yeah, but now he gets Jirachi in, and he's got a pretty nice advantage here. So I gotta be smart. I go drill here. He wishes. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I could potentially get some chip on this Landorus or maybe double out. I just go Earthquake in case he tries to stand and cheese me, but yeah, that's fine. Now I can go run Wash here, and he goes Rocks finally. So yeah, that makes sense. Definitely feel like I'm behind here, so I want to make some right plays to get ahead in the game again. He goes U-turn, takes 28, and he goes Jirachi here, and I Pain Split, which is chill with me. And now he goes Breloom here as I just go Will-O-Wisp here trying to catch it, and it's a good play by him. So again, I feel like I'm getting outplayed here a little bit, but I Volt Switch to Stance System quicker, and I could bring in my Amoonguss. He goes Source Dance and Facade, and I Sludge Bomb, and unfortunately he lives that, but that's okay, because I could just go Landorus T, I could tank that, and I could double out the Guard Chomp on a potential Protect. Yep, so it's chill, now I'm in a threatening position. He goes Rotom Wash, and I Draco, and I crit it. On this team, given that it's probably special defensive Jirachi, especially defensive Rotom Wash would make sense, but I might have known to a Kyoto if it was more physically defensive. That crit definitely sucked, but in this game, honestly, with me having this plus this already burnt, so like I could just come in and Pain Split later, um, I felt like I was kind of not really mindful of Rotom Wash a ton because he had also leftovers Landers for drill, but it sucked for him in the short haul, yeah. That's for sure. So I feel bad for that, but this kind of put me back in the game for a sec. And now he U-turns here into Jirachi, and like I go drill here, and he body slams, and now he makes the worst possible play because he really needed this alive to wish past Rhea Nicholas at this point because Rhea Nicholas is a win condition. He body slams again into drill after paralyzing it for the first time and gets a full power when I earthquaked, and that just made no sense because like what would I switch to? I either stand and go for Iron Head, in which case just going for either a Wish of your own or Body Slam, or not non-Body Slam, but Iron Head trying to flinch me makes sense. Or I go first quick protecting you to stay in which case you go Landers T. Landers T is a better play either way, honestly, because it doesn't risk much. But he risked his Wisher, and unfortunately, he got the full paralysis without even needing to try and flinch me. So that's just really stupid because he basically had a huge advantage. And yeah, he got a little unlucky before, and he threw away like his second most important Pokemon for absolutely nothing and got bailed there. So that really bothered me. But that's the game. So now we're getting this play. I just go for a spin here, and I feel like I'm really far behind now, which sucks because he got away with that. Um, Hidden Power Ice is here, which actually gets a high roll into my Garchomp to kill it. It kind of really sucked as well. But maybe it's special attack investment. I doubt he has special attack. Whatever. So yeah, that sucks. But now I'm just like, okay, this is probably over as well. Unfortunately, I can just go to Amogus, but now I go Landorus T and U-turn. I can threaten this with Earthquake. I double back to Amogus. Um, he goes Nicholas here as I stun Spore. Yeah, this guy's making good plays, but he just made like one really bad slash inexcusable play, which kind of threw the game away, and he got bailed out for it. But yeah, now he goes Drachi. I get a drop here, which is cool. He Iron Heads and he crits the drill, which kind of sucks. Now I Iron Head predicting Landers. So I'm making progress, of course, but he can pass wishes to this and that, and other things he's alive, so it just cuts his longevity now. I break the rocks, I get my own Landers scene, which is great, but his is he stays in here, which I think was poor because Earthquake would just ravage his team, Earthquake plus Tar, but Tar was weakened, so I have to fodge from the Latios first and he'll be locked into Draco, so I get it. I don't think that was the worst play. He just Earthquakes here, only has 28% of -1 though, so yeah, I can just get Green in there and Nicholas, and I know he can't touch me, so Ultimate Power Ice is 27%. I spin, I protect here, and I go Tar, I pursue it, get that turn right. So I'm getting a lot of turns right, but I still feel like I'm well behind. Just because he doesn't have to risk anything anymore. I lose Landorus T there. He goes Latios here and my Iron Head, so that's great. That's a kill. He goes Balloon here, which is surprising. And now I double the drill here. And it protects, so I get more leftovers, so I could live hit Power Ice from your Nicholas, which is cool. But now I got to go right back to Amogus here on the Drain Punch. I feel like he got a little passive here, but it's fine. And now he goes Jirachi here as I double back to drill. So I'm making a lot of plays here. I'm trying to get back in the game, but because this Jirachi's alive, he's got so much longevity. Like without the Jirachi alive, one or two other things are probably dead as well. And now I go Earthquake here, and he got me. And now he stays on Earthquake. So I finally got a turn wrong. He gets me right, and that game's pretty much over. It's in a good game, and that's pretty much a wrap here. It's a team choice I didn't forfeit, but there's no chance I win here. Honestly, it really sucked that the Jirachi was still alive because the Jirachi kind of enabled so many sequences. Like the Renix would have been so hard pressured by drill, among other things, that I just feel like I didn't really have much of a chance of losing this game if I got that kill there. But I did crit the Rotom, so like all things considered, it would have been a much closer game if neither instance of facts happened. But I can't help but feel like his mattered a lot more there. But that's a game, and this guy with separation made a lot of really good plays. He outplayed me in the early game, so definitely major props to him. But I think that one turn was really poor, and that came to bit me in the ass. But yeah, that's the game. I definitely made some mistakes as well. So good game, well played, peace.